Welcome back, Mana Squad, to episode 9 of Command Center, where we talk about your favorite commanders, maybe even ours, and put them front and center. What do we play, Hadoken?
We play EDH. That means that we easily devour hurricanes. And just to prove that point is our man from the South, Florida. That's right, the wildest place in the USA.
Well, I'm Cowboy Kyle, and I brought my favorite commander deck. It's a commander deck I've been playing for a very long time now. 3, 4, 5 years. I've lost track at this point. Lorthos Tidemaker. Now, this giant octopus from Zendikar does not make things fresh, no matter what other people tell you. It locks you down. It's an 8-mana, 8/8 octopus, but just hear this out. When he turns sideways, I can pay 8 mana. Sure, 8 mana. And I can lock down 8 permanents.
Mm-hmm. Not just lands, not just artifacts, permanents. If it stays on the board, he locks it down. That's right, it's called Lorthos, the Tide Maker. It's only 3 things that control the tide. The moon, the Earth's rotation, and this dude.
That's right, soul rings, they get locked down. So, oh well, no more 2 mana.
Hold up.
You got blockers? I don't think so. You got lands you need? I don't think so.
Nope.
You need to fix your mana? I'm not feeling it.
It's like Vortex of the Sea. I'm getting mad right now.
I'm getting upset. You know what I tell you when I get upset. My right hand grips the table, my left hand flips it. Well, before we get to that point, I know what you're thinking. This card is broken. This card is busted. And you're right. But what makes it balanced is that you gotta actually pay to tap these mana.
That's right. So we're going to get into how to actually pilot Lorthos the Tide Maker.
So Cowboy Kyle, take us away. What you got?
So the big thing is Lorthos costs 8. So we'll just get this out of the way. It's mono blue. Mono blue isn't known for its ramp. So we play, how about 5 Cage Suns?
Sure. Let's run through them.
That's legal.
We got Extraplanar Lens. We got Cage Sun. We got Gauntlet of Power. We got Phyrexian Metamorph, which is just going to be one of those. We got a Clever Impersonator that's just going to be one of those. And if things get really dicey, we got a High Tide as a backup number 6.
Now, we all know that mono blue is the most dangerous color to run mono in.
I think there's a commanderman about that. I think there's a commanderman about that.
See, exactly.
Yeah. We do so many commanders, we barely even remember.
Hey, you about to find out why. So, when we building this sandwich, what's the first layer?
Well, first layer is obviously the ramp. That's what we need everything to get moving.
Yeah.
So, then once we get moving, we need to draw some cards.
Well, I think we kind of skipped over something important.
Skipped over something?
Yeah, you talked about the Cage Sun effects, and when you said Extraplanar Lens, why specifically Extraplanar Lens?
So, Extraplanar Lens cares about the name of the card. So you might think, he's going to exile an island and then I'm helping my opponents. Mm-hmm. Or I could exile a snow-covered island and help just me.
So, here's all right, new rule. Always run at least 3 snow-covered, maybe 5, 3 to 5 snow-covered basics in your deck. You never know when someone's going to play an Extraplanar Lens.
I'm starting to feel anxiety, man. I don't even want to know if I want to see what's in this deck. But you know, it's propelling me to ask, what do y'all you got in here? So where we going to start?
If people play this deck, they want to end you. So you often end up in arch enemy scenarios. It's you against all 3 players.
The table.
It happens. You just make do with it.
We call those prison rules.
So, we got one of my big Kraken buddies. We got Stormtide Leviathan.
Okay.
So, Stormtide Leviathan is going to make your mana base very expensive. Mm-hmm. You run in swamps, you got underground seas. You know how much those sell for nowadays?
I don't know.
A lot.
So, I'm going to make all lands islands. That's fine, right? And It's got Island Walk. It's an 8-mana, 8/8, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, let's just say if you don't fly and you don't have Island Walk, you can't attack.
So another lock, essentially.
So Island Walk is, if you don't understand, if you have an island and I have Island Walk, that means I get to tiptoe past all your defenses and I get to take a dump on your cards and tell you, smell the flavor and have a nice day.
We don't tiptoe, we swing.
My bad. He is not even, he's more cavalier than I am about it. This is disrespectful.
So honestly, there's nothing subtle about this deck at all. It's just big, dumb things coming at you through the water. Yeah, I think the most important thing about that Leviathan is basically another Lorthos if Lorthos is not on the board.
Yep. It's one of the things that keeps me alive in the game. People don't like me very much. I can't imagine why. I think I'm a great guy. They don't like their lands being tapped.
See what I told you about holding that bail money? This is why we hold that bail money.
So let's say tapping 8 permanents isn't enough. Because, I mean, why stop at 8 when you can go to 9, 10, they're bored.
Oh, so we being extra greedy. Oh, we can't just have one slice of cake. We gotta have the whole thing. What you got for us?
So we got Flood. Flood is a 1 mana enchantment. Mine's from the dark. And for 2 mana, I can tap target non-flyer. Because, you know, flyers fly over the flood flavor.
Yeah, sure.
And let's say my island's tapped for 2, 3, 4.
Because you have 6 cage summons. Okay, yeah.
I'm just tapping your board, tapping your board.
The level of disrespect is what's killing me right now. I'm hurting, man. I'm feeling the flip action is about to happen. What else you got for us?
So I got Abishai. He's the Cephalid Emperor. Now, this little squid guy thing from the Odyssey block, he can tap an untapped Cephalid. There's no other Cephalids in my deck.
Okay.
But he's a Cephalid. And I can tap an untapped permanent, or tap target permanent. This doesn't care about summoning sickness. So everyone's like, oh, I tap him, tap your stuff. Oh, he's got summoning sickness.
No.
No.
It's an activated ability.
This is where reading the card explains the card.
Mostly.
No. It doesn't just, no, it doesn't have the turn signal. Oh no, it just does it. This is Squidward coming to work saying, no SpongeBob, I'm not having this.
Once again, we can just, you know, but that's not all he does. He can pay 3 mana, tap all non-flyers.
I run a soldier deck. Now one of them can fly. If he plays this against me, we going outside.
Then we gotta move into the bounce. Because let's say they got creatures, we don't want to have creatures, we want them to pick those up so we can essentially use Lorthos as an LD effect.
Just in case they do have flyers.
Just in case. So we got a whelming wave.
What does that do?
Well, it bounces to hand all creatures except for Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents.
That is oddly specific. You know why? Do you know what's in this deck? Let me get it's angels. It's angels, by the way. No, that's not what in this deck. Everything on that list is on this deck.
I mean, I bounce a couple of my things, but it's mostly one-sided where everyone else picks up their stuff.
Because who else decided to play Krakens today?
Why is the deck giving me panic attacks? I don't want to play.
You remember some of the times we played.
I'm having flashbacks. I tried to forget it.
So Dominaria gave us a new tool that helps flash or bounce the board.
Here we go. When I saw this card in the Dominaria set, I cringed a little. I even threw up a little because I knew he was gonna put this in this deck.
I saw the card, and it comes with kicker. I know what you're talking about. And I was like, hey, this doesn't fit in the Halar. This is trash, garbage. Get it out of here. And this guy decides to pick up the
The
trash.
second I saw the card, like the image of a cowboy head flashed in my head.
I think I got tagged 3 or 4 times on Twitter by people like, oh my gosh, has Kyle seen this card? Slinvoda the Rising Deep. Now,
You say Slim Shady?
no, Slinvoda.
Okay, sorry.
No, he doesn't stand up. He's again a fish.
Oh, okay.
He's a giant Leviathan.
Do you let me explain what this is? You know that whelming wave he told you about? It's that on a stick.
It's on an 8/8.
It is on a stick.
I'm a creature.
You know why it's on a stick? Because they can beat you with it. This deck can't possibly get any dirtier.
What else you got?
Oh man,
So-
bring me the soap. I need some Libra 2000 and some Dawn. What we got?
Have you heard of Vidalcan Shackles?
I don't know what that is.
So, Vidalcan Shackles lets me take permanents as long as I keep this tapped, as long as their power is less than the number of islands I control. But I'm mono blue, so it's almost how many lands I control.
Yeah.
And you play something better? Well, I'll take that one instead. I'll give you back the thing I don't need anymore.
So you gain control of the target creature.
Yeah.
As long as you just tap it.
That's a nice 10-10 you got there. You got trample too.
Mine.
I got 11 lands. I think I'll take that.
Thank you.
It's
I
coming
appreciate
from my
it.
side of the board. Homeward path is essential. You keep it like a knife.
Homeward path's a problem. That's why you bounce or tap it if they got homeward path. Lock that homeward path down.
Okay, people. I think that's all that this deck has to offer. I'm pretty sure we're done.
I think we can go home. We can go
No,
home.
we're not done yet.
Oh, there's more.
So, you remember how I talked about snow-covered
Oh,
islands?
here we
Yes.
go again.
So, we got scrying sheets. Now, this little cold snap land doesn't do much. It just lets you look at the top card of your library. Maybe it's a snow-covered permanent. If it is, you can draw a card. Just put it in your hand.
This card draw, man. Oh, what am I expecting? It ain't even in blue.
No.
That is a colorless permanent. This is the reason why fights break out. I saw somebody get hit in the head with a honey bun because of stuff like this.
There was actually, we'll talk about this off camera, but there was an epidemic of people getting smacked in the heads with honey buns.
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with magic.
So I'm gonna jump you guys back into my deck because I love talking about my deck, and we're gonna talk about some of my favorite card draw pieces.
Okay, you definitely need card draw in blue.
Right. So I'm playing big blue. I don't go to like divination. I'm not playing ponder. I'm playing tomorrow, a zombies familiar.
What set did that come from, Kyle?
Kamigawa.
What did I tell y'all about? What did I tell y'all about Kamigawa? When they created the Kamigawa, everybody in the room was doing drugs. And they was like, hey, what can we do to mess up the meta? Everything. We can do everything to mess it up. Kamigawa is the devil set. What does that card? I don't even know what it does.
So if you would draw a card,
Okay.
you don't draw a card.
Wait, what?
You instead look at the top 3 cards of your deck.
Okay.
Put 1 in your hand, 2 on the bottom. So you know that Nekusar player who's trying to wheel you into oblivion? Not anymore. Have you ever brainstormed with Jace the Mind Sculptor?
This is
Also in the deck. With this in play, because that means you're going to look at the top 9 cards, put 3 in your hand, and put 2 back on top of your deck that's going to be in the next set that you can do.
It's brainstorm on a stick.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
You will operate this wrong, but it is so good. But you know what's better than a brainstorm?
Quitting the game.
What if we use flow of ideas?
I don't know what that is.
You draw cards.
You draw cards.
Based on...
The number of islands I control.
Oh, wow. And you obviously need at least 8.
Right. So, I mean, it's a 6 mana card. I'm going to draw 10, 15 cards off it. But maybe tomorrow's in play. And then I can look at most of my deck.
So you can just describe the whole.
Just set his hand.
Oh God. Okay. Ooh. God. Guess what card is coming?
What's
I don't know.
what's the
on
flavor
top?
of the day?
Ooh. Hold on. I guess. Oh. Wait. Yeah. This Teferi may be on top. Ooh. I don't know.
All right, let's round this out just a bit. You have some very specific rude cards in here. I know it seems like we're talking
The
about
whole
rude
deck
cards.
is rude.
Oh, I mean, it's going to get very specific.
It's an octopus.
I gotta take this to sensitivity class, man. I want to see this level of rudeness in Magic and then anime. This is dumb. What else you got?
So, we got another 6 mana card. We got Teferi.
Speaking of Teferi.
It's the mono blue Planeswalker.
Planeswalker Commander.
So, its ultimate is almost non-existent in this deck. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Maybe you get it.
Okay, so this Teferi is actually like a 2 loyalty counter type of loyalty ability. Teferi. Don't even worry about the other one.
+1, we're going to draw a card.
Yeah.
Forget that. Get to the meat and potatoes.
So, -1, untap 4 permanents.
Okay. So you're buried in the lead here. Okay.
When I first saw this card, I was like, this is dumb. Why would I need to untap 4 permanents? I'm just going to untap 4 lands. That's not how this works.
So
That's not how this works.
But Ken, you can tap 4 lands, untap 4 lands, tap 4 lands, summon Lorthos.
Yeah, that makes 8. 8's a good number.
4 + 4 equals throw the table. That's what it equals. It's throw the table. And you run. You don't sit there.
Throw the table and run.
You run. You like, I'm out. If you left your keys on the table, you run home.
Do you guys remember how many lands my islands produce, or how much mana my islands produce?
Ooh, I need some Tums. Ooh, I just realized that. Your last house was dope. Ooh.
Indigestion is real.
So,
It's coming out the other end.
a lot of my deck targets, like Lorthos targets.
Okay.
So, you might think, like, oh, I'll just get Hexproof, I'll get Shroud, I'll shut them down so you can't mess with
Yeah, I
them.
can get the Angel, the green-white Angel. That'll protect me from this deck. Yeah, even Narset will protect me from this deck.
Have you seen Arcane Lighthouse?
That's dumb. That's dumb.
It's on flavor! Look, it's a lighthouse! I got the seed!
I'm not entirely sure what it does though.
Well, I can make it so your creatures don't have Hexproof and Shroud for a turn. So
Okay.
let's say I just make them lose it and then tap them down forever.
Sure, why not? Go for it. Do what you want.
I have protection from everything. This card says, no, you don't.
Lorthos does what it wants as long as you're near the water.
Okay.
So we got one more card. So Lorthos takes 8 mana to activate. That's a lot of mana to activate.
Okay.
And I want to do stuff on my turn, like maybe counter a spell, play a planeswalker, after I lock down your board.
But you can't because all your stuff is tapped, so you're gonna have to sit there and wait.
So what if we play sort of Feast and Famine
Then
and untap my lands?
That's when I throw the table and run. If you don't know what Sword of Feast and Famine is, then you've been living under a rock.
So Sword of Feast and Famine, +2/+2, protection from black and green. When it does combat damage, target player discards a card.
Sure.
You untap all your lands.
Yes.
And then that opponent picks up the table and throws it at you.
Exactly.
I believe that's how the card works.
Yeah.
This card is responsible for 7.2% of all the violence at Magic the Gathering tables, whether it be Commander and or Modern.
This message has been brought to you by MagicTheGatheringStatistics.org.
And Census Bureau.
So we got two cards that work very specifically with Lorthos.
Uh-huh.
The first one,
How are we not done?
oh, we're not done. we got 3 more cards. We're almost done.
This is the bad boy of modern of Magic decks because it can't stop and it won't stop. What do these two do?
So we got Dismiss into Dreams. This random M core set enchant. You guys know this card?
I have no idea what that is.
I'm very familiar with
But
it.
I'm pretty sure, hold on, let me guess what it says. Player goes, opponent goes, stands in corner and cries on himself. Is that what it says?
If they're playing Voltron.
Okay.
So it makes all of my opponent's creatures illusions.
That's not bad.
So
Do you remember what happens to illusions when they get targeted?
Oh dear God.
They get sacrificed. So if you target them with, you want to equip one of your own equipment. You want to equip, let's say that lightning greaves to protect yourself from Lorthos. I'm sorry, sacrifice it instead.
you know what? There's a very, very key specific word he keeps saying here. Sacrifice.
But it's indestructible.
It's an opposite.
It don't have to go nowhere. Yeah, it does. It has to go in the trash can along with the other trash. Well, no, you guys ain't feeling it. It's Lorthos taps permanence. This thing says when you target something, you destroy it.
No, sacrifice.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. You sacrifice it.
I'm making you do it yourself. I'm giving you options, man. Now, I got something I gotta warn you about this.
Okay.
This one comes with a warning label.
Lorthos takes 8 mana to activate,
Okay.
but he targets whether or not you pay the 8 mana.
So we ran into this very specific.
Wait, hold on. This is real.
We ran into this issue, I believe, at Gen Con a few years ago.
I talk to judges at Gen Cons and GPs whenever I go just to
We
make
saw
sure.
judges huddle in corners in mass. They were like, a judge called another judge, that judge called another judge, that judge called 3 judges, and they were huddled in the corner. It was like, Lorthos is ridiculous because he targets before you pay 8 mana.
5 minutes into it, one of the guys actually passed out. They had to call 3 ambulances. This stuff gets real, people. He targets before you even pay the mana. You don't even have to pay for the ability. This is dumb. So the right hand grips the table and the left hand go flip it.
I mean, is that a problem if I just like turn sideways, kill 8 of your things, and still have my turn with all my mana?
Yeah, that's cool because I ain't gonna be at the table.
Okay.
I'm bitch scooped. By the time you say, okay, I'm going to attack with, I'm out the door.
Alright, so
Smoke Cloud and Scooby-Doo.
So there's more targeting.
So Ken, I hear you don't like it when I make you sacrifice your stuff.
Nah,
I won't make you do that anymore.
okay, that's cool.
So we got another card from Magic Origins. It's called Willbreaker.
Okay.
First of all, the name itself.
If Lorthos didn't do it already.
Right. I got this human wizard.
Like that name combination, the tiebreaker / wheel breaker. What does this card do?
So instead of making you sacrifice it, as
Okay.
long as I have Willbreaker and I target it,
Okay.
it's mine.
So my options are either give it to you or destroy it. No, there's a third option. Leave the table. why am I still here?
You were upset about sacrificing it. I'm giving you another option.
Okay, so there is a kink in this chain at least. If Willbreaker leaves the battlefield, creatures come back under your control.
Yeah. Okay. So you gotta protect Willbreaker.
I'm sorry. I gotta be able to get rid of a permanent in blue that can tap a double meta and have infinite protection from everything. Ooh, okay. Easily said and done.
So I've told you guys in the beginning, I played Lorthos for a very long time. So recently, I got a gift from my wife. I was ecstatic. It's called Mana Drain.
Ladies and gentlemen listening, this is what love looks like.
MVP, baby.
this is love. Mana Drain. My parents won't even buy me a Coca-Cola. This one got him a Mana Drain. That is the deepest form of affection ever. Tell them what that card does.
Sounds like goals, man.
I'm telling you.
So, are you guys familiar with Counterspell?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, 2 blue, counter target spell.
Mhm.
Well, this is also 2 blue. It also counters a spell.
But
on the beginning of my first next main phase, I'm gonna get that much colorless mana.
Let me set this up for you. You're walking along, singing a song, and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to play this Genesis wave for 10.
you silly mortal.
Silly, foolish mortal!
I'll take 13 mana, please.
And then
High five the other guys at the table.
you didn't read the flavor text on there. It says instantly vomit on self and pass out.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's mandatory for 2 mana.
Yeah.
So if you counterspell my 13 Genesis wave, I'm gonna grab a table, I'm gonna throw it and run. Because you ain't getting that mana not doing this game.
Sure. Now, if you don't have Mana Drain,
Uh-huh.
let's say Mana Drain's priced out of your system and you really want to build this deck.
Right.
Have you guys seen Spell Swindle?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes.
Oh my whole.
This is from Extraplanar, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. I got a testimony. So this foolish human was playing against me, and I was going against his modern deck, and he was playing some creature that he was getting out. I don't care what he was playing because he was a victim. Anyway, he cast a 10 spell. He was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get all my creatures from my graveyard," and I was like, "Spell Swindle." And then he jumped across the table and punched me. But when I woke up, tell me what Spell Swindle does.
The same thing as Mana Drain, right? But just for 3 and 2 blue.
Right, but I mean you get it in treasures. So you can turn it into colorless mana, you can spread it out over several turns.
You hold it over your eye, use it as an ice pack.
Exactly. But the problem is that's 5 mana. My deck's expensive, like mana cost wise.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have to hold up 5 mana for like a Mystic Confluence, which is in the deck, and a Cryptic Command, which is in the deck. I'm just going to hold up a Mana Drain.
So personally, I'm trying to get to this level where I can get this card. So my third shift at Arby's is about to start. So
So I say we wrap this up. That's it. That's all you want to show us today, right?
you better show them all.
All right. So we want to thank Cowboy Cow for coming out today. He drove 8 hours to be here with us.
He came 8 hours to show us some bruteness. But Cowboy Cow, they want to read your material. What can they look it up at?
I'm pretty active on Twitter, Kyle C. Carson. I've got a little bit of a blog I'll post to occasionally, but not often. Find me at Gen Con. I'll be there.
How do they find you at Gen Con?
It's like the universal bat signal. We went like the second time I went to Gen Con with Cowboy Cow, and everyone instantly flocked to him. Hey, I remember that guy from last year. It's the hat.
And then he brought out the Lorthos deck and everybody ran it.
I just want to say thanks to Cowboy Cow for coming. This has been a great weekend. We had some very fun Magic games to play this weekend. Actually, he's the reason I got into Magic the Gathering, so this channel probably wouldn't even be here without this guy. Great guy. Check out his content. Check out our content. If you want to see more of Lorthos, the actual deck tech or deck list, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, take out a second mortgage.
I've played it for a long time. What do you want?
So like I said, we love showcasing these commanders. They may not be your favorite, but they're our favorite.
And guess what?
My favorite.
This one ain't a dragon.